Well, folks, I noticed in Florida, sheriff got on there, I don't remember his name, laid down the rules, laid down the law. Said this is how it's going to go now, folks. You do this, 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 and this. We'll have your family come ID you in the morgue. You do this, 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 and this. We're going to arrest you. You do this, this, and this. We're going to arrest you and deport you. I mean, you know, he told them right up front what the score is. You know, he said, you come in here peaceably protest, you got her made, no problem. You come in, you start breaking things, he says, then, yeah, now it's on. You know, I thought it was funny. I put, my thing, anybody that watched it yesterday, I said, back to blue. And somebody actually gave it a thumbs down. They didn't like that. They didn't like black, back in the blue. I hear you. And I don't know if you listened to what I said instead of just and click it off after 2 minutes. You understand where I'm coming from, and I believe most people probably feel the same way. You know, this rioting, breaking property, stealing, looting, the whole night. That is what the police do. This is what they're there for. Not to be picking on some guy going to work or some gal taking their kids to the babysitter or something. You know, that's not what it's about. Okay. So we'll see how all this works out. You see, once once these people get a taste of what reality is, okay? Reality. They're not going to like it. You see, right now it's all one-sided. They're out there shooting their mouth off, breaking shit, doing this and that, looting, having fun, whatever they want to call it. Boy, they're showing the man. All right. If you look at them, okay, just them, illegals. Tommy says, well, he thinks there's 20 million in the country. I think it's higher than that, Tom. I think it's probably 35 million in the country, probably illegal. I think you're low. But you know best. Thing of it is like I said, the government, regardless of how you look at it, is outnumbered. It's the American people that come to their rescue. That's right. The American people, the people they want to prey on, that they want to just do all kinds of mischievous, dastardly shit to us. And we're the ones that come to their fucking aid, to their rescue, to bail their ass out. Always do. I mean, think about it. The guard and the police, you got a couple thousand guard, a couple thousand police, let's say. 4,000 strong. Hell, in a city like Los Angeles, shit, you get a 40, 50, 60,000 illegals show up real easy. Well, if that was the case, you could have a couple 100,000, 500,000 show up real easy of Americans. And again, we'd save their ass. And we'd let the world know you don't have to fear the government. You better fear the people. You see, and that's what it's all about. I mean, you don't necessarily even have to fear us. Just respect us. We're not asking for anything special. We're not asking for any. We just ask to be left the hell alone to do our thing. I mean, most of this bullshit, with this crimes and stuff like that, there has to be someone that has been hurt. There has to be a damaged party. You're speeding down the road. Who'd you damage? Who'd you hurt? No, but we're gonna do this and that to you. I mean, if you want to drink yourself to death, who'd you hurt? You want to smoke weed and fuck your brain up, who'd you hurt? This is what I'm getting at. Most of the crap that come at you over is not hurt anyone. They just get butt hurt. That's all. And it's not even anything. So folks, pay attention to where you're at. Pay attention to your surroundings. You'll know if something's up. You'll notice a little more traffic out today, or not quite as much. Grocery store's busier than normal or not. And I'm telling you, you protect yourself and your loved ones at all costs. That comes right from God himself. God can do anything. But he doesn't want you to sit there on your ass and do nothing. You better stick up for him. Of course, they'll take your life for his name's sake. Whatever. See, a lot of people think dying's awful. Oh, I don't want to die. Well, they're not sure where they're going. There's going to be a lot more that don't get into heaven that do. Put it that way. There'll be a lot that don't. There's going to be a lot that think they should be in heaven that they're not going to be there. Don't know what to tell you on that part. It's all there. It's all in the Bible. Well, hopefully you folks will have a good day. Life's what you make it. You want some son of a bitch to mess your life up? They will. Don't deal with them. Sometimes you're better off. And I'm going to keep telling you. Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams. Go check his channel out. What was it? One stupid fuck or something like that. The guy's far from stupid. He's a pretty sharp guy. And go check his channel out. I know, 10 people, it's not much, but hey, it's a start. Should, no, go check him out. He might be able to help you out. Listen to his stuff. It all makes sense. I don't want to get into it here because if I was going to do that, I would call him up and say, "Hey, you want to be on?" And like I told you before, here he is. Talk. You know, I'm not going to interrupt him, blah, 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 unless if I don't understand something or somebody writes something that they don't understand. Okay, we got a question. But besides that, no. So we'll let Brandon tell you himself. Because Brandon's a sharp guy. Like I said, you go in there and just watch his videos. Drive down the road listening to his video. Wash dishes, listen to his video. I don't know if anybody washes dishes anymore. Hell, most people probably have dishwashers, paper plates, or go out to eat. Probably don't even do dishes. I wouldn't even say it because somebody'd probably believe me. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's the funny thing is I'd say it and somebody would believe me taking out of Texas, and he said that. You know? I'll say it anyways. It's kind of funny. I don't do dishes. You see, I just go like that. I sit on the ground and my dog there, he licks her clean. Then I just put it back in the. No, I don't. I don't do that. But somebody would believe me. But yeah, yeah. I watched Tom Holman. He was doing the what's that little briefing thing that the little White House correspondent girl does, little blog. He was on there. I like Tom. Probably a hell of a good guy. Fact of the matter is I like everything he says. And he was going over some of the things because somebody asked him, "Well, how do how about the type of people we have here, crimes they've committed and stuff?" And somebody read a list off, and then he kind of elaborated, and he went into a few of his experiences, and you could probably hear the pin drop what he did. There's a man that's earned respect, earned it. Not a fraud. He's loyal, and I'm sure he's the type of guy too. If he was working, if he was working for somebody, and he didn't agree with what they were doing, he wouldn't be there. Pretty sure type of guy he is. But yeah, you know, I don't know if she still does, or even if she, I don't know. Can't go by with everything. But years ago, I don't know if she still listens or not. Anyways, I saw her talking. She's a congressman in D.C., a rep for Florida. Pauline or Paula or something like that. Pretty thing, real pretty. And there were years ago, there was that, and it was a picture of her sitting there. It was black and white, and it was saying Pauline or Paula or something like that. And then it just dawned on me when I saw that, and I saw that, I said, I think that's the same girl. What the hell would somebody like that be listening to me for? I don't know. I've always been a firm believer America first. Always. Always believed if we had 10 bushels of apples and we ate 9, sell the 10th. Just whoever. Us first. If we use all the oil we produce and we can't sell any because we use it all, so be it. But don't be selling things to people that, especially things that are going to come back and harm us. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All their military crap and this and that. I wouldn't be selling nothing to nobody like that. I'd let China think they could reverse engineer it and watch it crash into the ocean. You know, it's funny, you're not hearing much about China, are you? You're not hearing much of anything, are you? They just telling you what you want to hear. They want you to hear. There's a lot going on, folks, that you're not aware of. That I'm not aware of either. I always thought it was interesting too. You know, somebody runs for office. I've said this before. Somebody runs for office, and they're just naive, you know. And oh, this is going to happen. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Blah 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 blah. They get into office. They find out it don't work that way. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. It didn't work that way. You got committees, you got rules, you got all this and that you got to do, and blah blah blah. And it's just, you know. And then they call it, oh, you lied, you lied, you lied. It's like, well, I don't know if they lied. I just call it they were naive. Now, after you've been there for a while and you get up and you start saying crap, and it's crap, well, that's a whole other story. Probably are lying then. See, these illegals, and if you notice, I don't say Mexicans. They're illegals. Doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Canada and stuff, and I don't look at them like that's Canada. It's Canadian. It's like they're us. They're me. They're you. They're, you know. I mean, why do you need a visa or a passport to get in there? I mean, when I was going up there, you didn't need any of that stuff. Now you need it. But I was always like, they're the same as us. They're us. Thought that was always kind of funny that, You want to call Canadian illegal because they don't have a visa or a passport or whatever else. I was like, oh, seems strange to me. I mean, I've got friends that are Canadian, and I don't say, "Hey, my Canadian friend." Don't do that. You know, don't say much about nothing, really. Oh, I do tease them about that one canoe they have that they call their navy. had a, had a had a few guys on some horses that they're military. It's like I tease them about that kind of stuff, but and they laugh. They get it. They know I'm not being serious or putting anybody down. Just goofing off. But yeah, most of them. I can't think of any Canadians I dislike that I've ever met. Uh, Been up there on the reservations before. They live differently than you. You would have to experience it to understand it. It's it depends too here. Depends on the reservation you go to. Kind of like the Amish and the Mennonites. You got to know the difference. Well, folks, been a long day. 5 o'clock. I think I got up kind of late. Got up at 5. And 5, 4 or 5 comes around pretty quick. Just so I can do it all over again. But just remember one thing. There's always people out there that are less fortunate than us. And just because it's not Christmas and Thanksgiving and all this and that, there's still people hungry. There's still people that need things. If you belong to a church or I'll tell you in a minute. But if you belong to a church or know of a charitable organization or food pantries and stuff like that in your area, if you can afford to, if you can't, that is fine. Take care of yourself first. Always take care of yourself. Number one. You are number one. Okay? Take care of yourself first. Period. Because nobody else is going to. Well, I mean, God will, but you know what I'm saying. Here, they don't do that. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but there's a lot of good people out there. But still give. I mean, I don't know how many people have probably went through their winter stuff and got to put it away, get their spring, winter, summer stuff out, looking around at some of it, going, I think I'll get rid of this and get rid of that and stuff. Take it places. Take it to the Salvation Army, take it to whoever, blah blah blah. Same thing with food. There's still people that are hungry, and animal shelters. Make sure Buy a bag of food or a couple cans. Anything helps them, and they're appreciative of it. If you don't have time to do that, I mean, I don't know, just write them on a $5, $10 check and just send it to them. I'm sure they get good deals on things, like the Salvation Army. They could feed more people and make a dollar screen. That's good. You know, there's a lot of people. You know those sheds people put in their backyards for their mowers and stuff like that. Some of those things are getting pretty fancy and big. And I mean, years ago you could build one totally out of wood for, you know, 400 or 500 bucks. And some people, especially like men, some of them would just rather live in something like that. You know, put a little piece of property out somewhere. Put it out on that. Maybe a handful of guys get together and go, you know what, guys? Let's go buy an acre of land somewhere. You're talking half a dozen guys, 6 guys, a dozen guys. Go buy an acre of land. Put some of those little shed things out there, you know. They're not permanent structures, so I don't see how the county or anybody can say anything about them. It's not a permanent structure. Hell, if you got some handy guys, got some tools, there you go. Build yourself a tool shed first, and then build yourself some little places like that out there. You can dig yourself a privy. Why not? And depending on how deep the water table is, you can put a hand pump well in. Got plenty of wood, hopefully. Hopefully you got a stream running through it. And you just go out there and do you have to work much? Probably not. Everybody chips in and pays a little bullshit tax on the land. Maybe if you get a power run out there to it. I've always found the best thing to look for is an old homestead that already has a pole out there. Usually they have a septic, but the septic may or may not be good. Depends, you know. If it's been sitting there for a while and it's dried up. If not, somebody had it flushed and stuff first, and it's like, well, it may be good. Don't know. Might even have a well or two on the property. Might have to change the motor. But that's what I'm saying. You find something that's already been homesteaded. Does everybody have to hook up to it? Some that do and some don't, and whatever. Or you could build one little bit bigger place and just have it a community area. Let you have some lights and hot water heater, of course, you know, or electric. You know, you could do these things and get by really cheap in life. It's not for everyone. You gotta have a garden, community garden even. Dig a root cellar. You can store a lot of stuff down in the root cellar during the winter, so it doesn't freeze. But it's cool. You know, get back to the old ways of doing things. Do you turn your back on, quote, society out here? You could. Probably be happier. People might think you're weird. I don't. I wouldn't. I think that's fucking awesome, man. I mean, that's how I look at stuff like that. That's cool. That's awesome. I mean, like, I always tell people I don't need this fucking big house. Fuck it. I don't need it. Don't need fraction of what I got. But you start slowing down later in life, and then you stand around looking around and go, what the hell, got all this shit. That's why people say, when are you going to retire? What am I going to do if I retire? Tell me, what am I going to do? I'd die from boredom. And I'm going to sit there and watch some mindless television crap? I don't think so. So, folks, there's thousands of ways to do things in life. Just pick yours. You can turn your back on society. They might not like it, but tough. If they want you to be in their bullshit little society gang or whatever it is, that's because they want control over you. Only person, well, I should say person, but entity is God. That's it. That's who we owe everything to. He owns everything. We owe everything to him. It's simple. There's hogs grow pretty quick, chickens grow pretty quick. Hell, you get some broilers, 6, 8 weeks they're ready to go. So, yeah, there's a lot of different ways to build things too. You can build a platform a little bit bigger. Go down the road to a farmer. See if he's got some straw bales. Stack them up, not straight up, like wood bricks. Put some 2x in there, give some strength and rigidity. That thing will be insulated like you wouldn't believe. Might smell good too. Folks, you all just take care, alright? Don't the troubles of this world get to you. God will take care of it. He always has. He's always taken care of it. And he knows best. We don't, but he does. Some people like to go out and watch the sunrise. And some people like to go out and watch the sunset. Some like both. Never been one to do that because I've always been too damn busy. Some people like it when it rains. Never really paid attention. Been too damn busy. So there's a lot of things in my life. I just, it's like you got to take time to smell the roses. Too damn busy. I don't even notice they're there. So, folks, all I'm saying is take some time for yourself. Take some time for yourself and rejuvenate yourself. Okay? Get your thoughts right. Get right with God. That's what's important. It's all that's important. So, folks, I don't know. A lot of times I don't like to get on here. Sometimes I just don't want to. And I'm not one of these people that puts out a video every 2 hours because you get monetized and you make money off this and you do that and this and that. And I'm telling you, that is not why I do this. Period. I don't make nothing off this. Not a damn thing. And that's fine. I don't care how much. I mean, okay, let's say I made billions of dollars off this. I was like a beast or somebody like that. I still have to work. You know, I don't consider this at work. I just consider this what it is. Accept it for what it is. But take some time for yourself. If you have children, maybe you and your family can get together, buy an acre, put up a small little thing. It doesn't have to be big. 8 by 8's pretty small, but 10 by 10, 10 by 16, something like that. A little bit bigger maybe. It's still small, but the thing of it is who cares? You can build bunks in it. And don't worry about having electricity and all this other stuff. You take your kids out there and don't let them take your cell phone and make sure it's charged. Buy a little solar thing, you can keep it charged in case you need it for an emergency situation or something. But don't be on it. Don't be playing on it. Who cares? You yourself might sit there and go, this is boring. The kids are like, yeah, Dad, this is boring. This sucks. Keep doing it. After a while, they might be like, you might find your kids to relax a little bit. Not on the go, running here and there all the time. Maybe they'll start to learn to enjoy life, and maybe you'll start enjoying life. We got a place up in Canada. That's why I went up there so much. Got a big cabin up there. I mean, real log cabin. Indian built it. Right on the lake. 3 acres. Sand beach. Nice. for years and years and years. My great grandfather, my grandfather, and that, they never had electricity. It was propane. They'd get propane tanks, throw it in the back of the truck over to the resort or something, give them to fill it. And that's how things were powered. They had a little propane light, with the little, I forgot what those things called, those little bag, white little bag string things you tie onto that. And if you touch it, it just after you use it, it just turns to powder. It just keeps enough gas in there to where it gets bright, lights things up. Had an old fridge that ran off the propane and the ammonia, stuff like that. Had a hand pump well. Still got that. That's still there. Shows the original first. I can't even call it a shack. It's not even that nice. No, it's okay. But the very first one that was ever built, still there. It's not very big at all. Got an old roper in there, stove. Got the little light things up there on each side so you can see. But nothing fancy at all. The water, man, you pump that water out of that well, you'd be cleaning fish. Your hands would get so cold from that water. It just your hands just kind of like ache. You didn't need ice. Yeah, throw your soda or beer or whatever into an insulated cooler, leave them sitting there, and then they get cold real quick. But yeah, but I remember going up there, when I was a young kid. A lot of times I go up with my grandparents because they're getting up there in years. And all I did was I was the one that loaded and unloaded and hauled stuff, and I did all that stuff, and they could kind of sit back and relax, take life easy. Wouldn't change nothing. Wouldn't change a thing. I'd do it all again. I never smelt the roses up there either. Too busy doing things. So yeah, folks, just enjoy enjoy yourself. You got kids. They may think it sucks at first. They may hate to go up there. And it doesn't even have to be far away. It could be 10 miles out of town. And you think you're out in the middle of nowhere. People, it's funny. They go buy these campers that are nicer than their houses because they're going to go camping. Or they buy these tents that are just, man, big, huge, fancy things. I mean, God, unbelievable some of these tents anymore. And all the gizmos and gadgets you get. It's just like, why you can stay at home. Never figured that out. It's like they never wanted to leave the convenience of home. I hate mowing grass. I'll be mowing grass for 3, 4 hours. All I'm doing is I'm driving that thing around. I'm thinking of all the things I can be doing instead of this, just to mow grass. Now, when you're cutting hay or chopping fodder or whatever, that's totally different. Doing that for livestock and so on and so forth, different. But man, just mowing grass is the boringest thing in the world. Now, hey, some people love it, and more power to you. If you like doing that, awesome. Come on, mine. Come on, mine. You can use my tractor. But you folks, before you do anything like that, think about it. I mean, really, think about it. There's there's some things you're not going to like probably, and there's going to be some things that like this is all right. Some of you may, man, I should have done this a long time ago. Some of you be like, man, I wish my dad would have done this. You know, you might get out there and 30, 40 years old and go, man, I wish we would have done this when we were little. But there's be some people that's like, man, this sucks. I don't want to do this ever again. Go to the islands, sit under an umbrella on the beach and order up, I don't know, those fruity tropical drinks. If that's your thing, enjoy it. Sometimes it's nice just to shut everything off in the house and just sit there. You see, the world gets to you. It drags you down. It keeps pushing and just eating your innards up and messes with your mind and your. Some people are high strung. They need to just calm down. That's always like being out. Oh, 1, 2 in the morning till about 4:30, 5 o'clock maybe. It's quiet. It is here, anyways. It's just quiet. Nothing's happening. No noises. Some people love the city. It's like, oh man, especially, I don't know, a place like New York place, it's just like you go someplace, it's like it never closes. It's open 24/7. And some people like that. But are they happy? That's the main thing. Does it bring joy to your life? If you got together with some friends and, spent, I don't know, $10,000, you could probably buy land cheaper. I mean, if I was going to buy something, it'd just be full of briars and trees and everything else. And you'd have to go in there and make a path and stuff. And yeah, you may find you like it. We may go out there like get off work at 5 or 6 or whatever got the next couple of days off, and you're like, man, do I even want to go back? Maybe I just want to stay here. There'll be times when you be like, if it's not that far out, leave work, go there, get up next morning, go to work. You might find, hey, I sleep better out there. I know I'm just rambling on, but hopefully it makes you think a little bit. Hopefully you're all thinking about things. I mean, if you wanted to, if you find a camper, pull behind, like a motorhome that actually moves. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy. The roof will probably leak, most do. You can find one that's in decent shape. You can renovate a little bit. Doesn't need much work at all, and you can get it really reasonable. You can put some 4x4s in the ground, 6x6. It doesn't matter. You just put a slanted roof on it. You don't even have to put a gable roof on it. Just a slanted roof, and put it underneath there. So if it rains, it doesn't leak. The sun beating down, it doesn't beat down on it itself per se. And if you ever want to get a different one, you just pull it out, drive it down to salvage yard or whatever, and they may say, "Well, I don't want that damn thing." It's like, well, how if I leave it here? They may take it then and put another one in there, something a little bit nicer. Who knows? And if not, you can put sides on that thing you built, put a floor in it, and make that into a cabin. There's all kinds of things you can do. So, folks, y'all take care. Hell, most of you probably fell asleep. Most of you turned her off. I don't blame you. But want to make your life easier? Go watch Brandon Williams. Give him a listen. Maybe take some notes. May come in handy someday.